Important Civil War Battles. This excerpt can be found on pages 77 and 78 in your red Pearson My World Social Studies notebook. Most people thought the war would end quickly, but they were wrong. Fighting lasted for 4 years and spread across 23 states. In all, soldiers fought as many as 10,000 battles. Union troops cried, "On to Richmond!" as they advanced on Confederate forces in July 1861. The Confederate soldiers were camped in Virginia, close to the country's capital in Washington, D.C. Lincoln and many other Northerners believed this would be an easy win for the Union Army. They also thought it would clear the path to Richmond, where Union troops could capture the Confederate capital and quickly end the war. However, the inexperienced Union soldiers were no match for the determined group of Confederate soldiers. The First Battle of Bull Run was a major victory for the South. The Battle of Antietam on September 17, 1862, was the single bloodiest day of the war. The Confederate Army had decided it was time to invade the North. They attacked Union troops near Sharpsburg, Maryland. Thousands of soldiers on both sides were killed and wounded during this battle. The Union Army successfully forced the Confederate Army to retreat from Maryland and go back to the South. President Lincoln used the Union success at Antietam as an opportunity to announce the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863. This document promised to free all the slaves once the Union took back control of the South. Later in 1863, the U.S. Congress passed a law that allowed African Americans to serve in the Union Army. Thousands of men eagerly enlisted. Many of them joined the 28th Regiment, United States Colored Troops, which formed in Indiana in November of 1863. Soldiers of the 28th Regiment fought in some of the war's most important battles. More than 200 men of the 28th died in the war. The most significant battle of the war was fought in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, from July 1st to the 3rd, 1863. This battle was the turning point of the war. The Union victory there ended Confederate General Robert E. Lee's hopes that he could win the war. Far to the south, on July 4th, Union forces captured Vicksburg, Mississippi, which gave them control of the Mississippi River. Fighting continued for 2 more years, but Vicksburg and Gettysburg were the beginning of the end for the Confederacy.